Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show us how to solve the 5 most asked mathematics question for the nursing school entrance exam. Okay, so just stick around. Remember to click the subscription button and also like the video for more updates. So we have 5 questions here. Now these 5 questions are the most asked question in mathematics for nursing school entrance exam. Now question number one. Question number one says the sum of interior angles of a polygon is 1800 degree. How many sides has the polygon? So if the sum of the interior angle of a polygon is 1800, now how many sides does the polygon has? Now to solve this question, let's you need to know the formula for finding the interior angle or interior angle of a polygon. Now the interior angle of a polygon is given as the sum of interior angle is equal to, now this is the formula, n minus 2 bracket close times 180 degree. Now that is the formula you need to know to find the sum of interior angle of a polygon. Now in the question, they have given us the sum of the interior angle. So the sum of the interior angle from the question is 1800. So where we have sum of interior angle, we just plug in 1800 degree, which is equal to open bracket n minus 2 close bracket times 180 degree. So now you are going to open this bracket by using this 180 to multiply by what you have inside the bracket. So that's going to give us 1800 degree equal to, now 180 times n, that will give us 180 n minus 2 times 180, that will give us 360 degree. So now at this point you need to add 360 to both sides, or you can simply say carry this minus 360 and cross over to this side. You know, when negative sign crosses this equality sign, it becomes positive. You know that. So let's cross this 360 down to this side. So that will give us 1800 plus 360 degree equal to 180 n. So now let's add this together. 1800 degree plus 360 degree. So that's gonna give us 2160 degree equal to 180 n. So now to get the value of n, don't forget that this n is the number of sides. So we divide both sides by coefficient of n, which is 180. So divide here by 180 also. So 180 will cancel 180 here. So n is equal to 0 cancel 0. 18 cancel 216, that is 12 times. So that means that the polygon has 12 sides. The polygon has 12 sides. Okay, so that's question number one. Now question number two. Question number two says find the coefficient of m in the expression. Find the coefficient of question number two. This was question number one. Now question number two says that we should find the coefficient of m in the expression. Now this is the expression, open brackets, m all over 2 minus 1 whole number, 1 all over 2 close bracket, open bracket, m plus 2 all over 3 close bracket. So now find the coefficient of m in this expression. Now for us to solve this, we are first of all going to change this mixed fraction, convert this to a mixed fraction. So we are going to have m all over 2 minus, now 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus 1, that will give us 3 all over 2, close bracket, open bracket here. Now this m, we are going to give it a denominator by saying m all over 1, okay, plus 2 all over 3, close your bracket. So now we are going to open this bracket by using what we have inside this first bracket to multiply by what we have inside the second bracket. So here we go. M all over 2 times m all over 1. Just multiply the numerator by the numerator, multiply the denominator by the denominator. So m times m, that will give us m square all over 2 times 1, that is 2. So now we use this m all over 2 to multiply by plus 2 all over 3. So we are going to multiply the numerator by the numerator, denominator by the denominator. So that will be m times 2. Remember there is plus here. M times 2 is what? 2m. All over 2 times 3 is what? 6. Then we now pick this 3 all over 2. So this 3 all over 2 has minus here. So we are going to say minus 3 times m, that will give us 3m all over 2 times 1, that is 2. Then minus here times plus, minus times plus is minus. 3 times 2 here is what? 6. All over 2 times 3 here is what? 6. Okay. Now remember they asked us to find what? Coefficient of m. Coefficient of m. So now if we are finding the coefficient of m, first of all, we need to find the LCM of the denominator. 2, 6, 2, 6. Now the LCM of 2 and 6 is what? Is 6. LCM of 2 and 6. Since 2 can go into 6, we pick 6 as the LCM. Since the small number can go into the big number, we pick the big number as the LCM. So if we are finding the coefficient of m, we need to deal with the m variables. What have m? Those numbers that have letter m, that's what we'll deal with. So we don't need this m square. So now we pick this 2m minus 3m. This is all over 6. This is all over what? 2. So the LCM is what? 6. So we can say that 6 goes into 6. That's 1 time. 1 times 2m, that will give us 2m. Minus 2 goes into 6. That will give us 3. So 3 times 3m, that will give us 9m. So this will be equal to 2m minus 9m. That will give us minus 7m all over 6. Okay. So we can now say that 6 goes into minus 7m. 6 goes into minus 7m. That will give us minus 1 whole number. Remainder 1 all over 6. So the coefficient of m is minus 1 whole number, 1 all over 6. Okay. That is the coefficient of m. So now let's take the third question we have there is given that p raised to power 1 all over 3 is equal to cube root of q all over r, then make letter q the subject of the equation. Make letter q subject of the equation. Now this p raised to power 1 all over 3. This is another way of writing cube root of p. Cube root of p. Okay. If you want to write cube root of p in another way, you can write it as p raised to power 1 all over 3. So this will be equal to cube root of 3q all over r. Now we are asked to make letter q subject of formula. So what do? You can give this a common denominator of 1. Then you cross multiply. Now, when you cross multiply, you are going to have cube root of q times 1. Cube root of q times 1, that will give us cube root of q equal to, now cube root of p times r, that will give us cube root of p times r. Now we are asked to make this q subject of formula, so we can, we can find the cube root of both sides. Find the cube root. We need to cancel this cube root here. So this cube root will cancel this one. Then we give this r cube root as well. Okay. So this q now is equal to p times cube root of r, which is equal to p r raised to power 1 all over 3. So q is equal to pr raised to power 1 all over 3. So that is question number 3. Now question number 4. Question number 4 says, if 23 base x, 23 base x is equal to 32 base 5, find the value of x. Now to find the value of x, we are going to say 2 base x equal to 2 base 5. Now, you know how to express number in base 10, like converting number to base 10. So this 3 now, we can label it 0 and label this to 1. Also, we label this to 0 and label this one 1. Now this number, this 23 is expressed in base x. So I'm going to say 2 times the base is x. 2 times x raised to power this 1 here. Okay, plus, now 3 times the base, which is x, raised to power this 0 here. Then that will be equal to, now 3 times base 5 raised to power the 1 we have here, plus 2 times 5 raised to power 0. So now x raised to power 1 is x. So 2 times x, that will give us 2x, plus anything raised to power 0 is 1. So x raised to power 0 is 1. So that means 3 times 1 will give us 3, equal to, now 5 raised to power 1 is 5. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 5 raised to power 0 is what? 1. 2 times 1 is what? 2. So we can say 2x plus 3 equal to 15 plus 2, that will give us 17. So we are going to subtract 3 from both sides, or you say carry this plus 3 and cross over to this side to become minus 3. So we are going to have 2x is equal to 17 minus 3. So 2x is equal to 17 minus 3 is what? 14. Divide both sides by 2. 2 cancel itself. So x is equal to 2 goes into 14. That is 7 times. So the value of this x is 7. Alright, now question number 5. Question 5 says, simplify 5 root 7 times 2 root 3 all over root 45 times root 21. Now, to simplify this, we are going to simplify the denominator. Like, okay, we have 5 root 7. We cannot simplify this further because 7 is what? 7 is a prime number. No number can divide 7. Times 2 root 3. No number can divide 3. All over. Now, there is a number that can go into 45, and that is 9. So we are going to write this root 45 as root 9 times 9 goes into 45. How many times? 5 times. So root 9 times root 5. That is this 45. Then bring this your times here. Now a number can go into 21, which is 7. So we are going to write this root 21 as root 7. You know, 7 goes into 21 3 times. So that will be root 7 times root 3. Okay, that's the first step. Then we are going to have 5 root 7. 5 root 7 means 5 times root 7. So we can split it like that. Times 2 root 3 means 2 times root 3. All over. Now square root of 9 is what? That will be 3 times root 5 times root 7 times root 3. Now you can cancel the numerator and denominator. What is common? Root 7 cancel root 7. Root 3 cancel root 3. So nothing else can cancel. Then at the numerator we have 5 times 2. 5 times 2 is equal to what? 10. All over 3 times root 5. That will give us 3 root 5. Now this is supposed to be our answer, but we cannot leave our answer like this. We need to rationalize this denominator. Like we need to clear this root. So how do you clear this root 5? Because we need this denominator to be a whole number. So how do you clear root 5? Now to clear this, we need to multiply the numerator and the denominator by the denominator. So we are going to multiply 10 times 3 root 5 all over 3 root 5 times 3 root 5. So that will be equal to 10 times 3 is what? 30. 30 root 5 all over. Now 3 root 5 times 3 root 5. 3 times 3 is what? 3 times 3 is 9 times root 5 times root 5. Root 5 times root 5 means 5 times 5 is what? 25. Square root of 25, that will give us what? 5. Or you can say root 5 times root 5 is equal to 5. As square root cancels square root, then we'll pick the common number, which is 5. So that will be 5 here, equal to 30 root 5 all over 5 times 9, or 9 times 5. That will give us 45. Okay, so now 15 can cancel 30 2 times. So that will be 2 root 5 all over 15 cancel 45. That is 3 times. So the answer is 2 root 5 all over 3.